I think it's safe to say that Trevor Bauer won't be signing with the Atlanta Braves anytime soon, and probably not any other big league team for that matter. But Hall of Fame third baseman Chipper Jones, I'm a big fan of Chipper Jones. Really nice guy. Signed a card for me back when I was a kid. One of the greats, a Hall of Famer. As I said, he had something to say a little bit about Trevor Bauer. Pretty funny tweet. We're going to check it out. Trevor Bauer first tweeted out, "There are like 20 hitters on the planet that are true competition for me. I'd steamroll the rest of them." Stuff like this, I don't suggest he says, but I think it's a little too late now. It doesn't really matter. I know that Trevor Bauer has a ton of huge fans that even watch my videos and try to defend him in whatever he does or says. And like the entire time, I'm like, I don't have a problem per se with whatever he wants to say. He can say whatever he wants. He can tweet whatever he wants. He can act like however he wants on the field. But I'm just trying to say, if you want to get back in the big leagues, if you want a team to sign you, you might want to be on your best behavior and just shut the hell up. But people don't seem to agree with me. So whatever, I guess say whatever you want. Trevor, I mean, you want to say stuff like this? There are like 20 hitters on the planet that are true competition for me. I'd steamroll the rest of them. First of all, we know that's not true because even the best pitchers will give up hits, give up home runs to pretty much anyone. Anyone can, make a bad pitch and give up a hit or give up a home run or have a bad day on the mound, not have their best stuff. It happens. So, saying something like this, I don't think is really good for Trevor, but maybe he's given up at this point. He's just going to say whatever he wants. But Chipper Jones retweeted it, quote tweeted it and said, or quote whatever, posted it. I don't know, it's X now. And he said, "The comedic aspect of this app is what I'm here for." Trevor responded, "Happy to prove it anytime." And I think that was it. I don't think Chipper said anything else, but he did respond to some other commenters. Someone said, "Grab a bat." He said, "Already faced him back when he had good stuff. What about today? Think you can get a hit off him now?" I don't think that's really relevant since Chipper Jones is 50-something years of age. I would put it in play. A hit, doubtful. I haven't seen a live game pitch in 10 plus years. Father Time is whooping me. Of course. Kyle King, not sure if you've been keeping up with Bauer outage, but his stuff is still nasty. If he was allowed to play, he would easily be a top 10 starting pitcher, and honestly could be top 5 if he has a good supporting cast. Look at all 30 teams. He would be over half the league's ace. Chipper says it's our job to keep up with what he's doing. We leave no rocks unturned. We keep up with guys who throw no-nos in Tibet. No offense. I don't think many in the game agree with your scouting report. And I like that he said that. He's telling us that teams keep up with everyone. Teams keep up with players in every professional league and Mexican league, Japan, Tibet, wherever they're playing. Teams are watching them, looking for talent, scouring the world for talent. And obviously Trevor Bauer is a very well-known individual who's already played in the big league. He was a high draft pick. He won a Cy Young in 2020. When I look at his stuff, he looks pretty filthy to me. He still looks like he could definitely help a team. So I don't think that's what's keeping teams from signing him personally. I don't think it's because he stinks. I think if he was, look, if Trevor Bauer was Trevor Bauer, but no controversies, and he ended up in the Mexican League for whatever reason, he did what he did there last season, he'd be on a team right now. He'd be on a team. He's not on a team because of what he brings with him, the baggage and the potential future issues that he could cause. This person says, "Who is Chipper Jones and why doesn't he like Bauer?" If you don't know who Chipper Jones is, you're not a fan of the game, so it doesn't really matter what you think, does it? Chipper also responded to another fan who said he'd be our number 3 starter for the Atlanta Braves. Chipper said, "In Gwinnett." Oh my God. The reality, in my opinion, is that Trevor Bauer still got something to offer as a pitcher. He's got a good arm. It looks like his stuff is pretty good. Am I a professional scout? No. Am I a former big leaguer like Chipper Jones? No. But just from the eye test, from watching him, from looking at his numbers, obviously the guy's still got something to offer. Would he be their number 3 starter in Gwinnett? No. Would he be as good as Trevor Bauer says he is? Not even close. He'd probably go out there and be a 3 or 4 starter. Probably have an ERA of 4 something. And he'd probably be decent, but that's just the thing. I mean, is there a chance he'd go out there and be really amazing? And a lot of people think he's going to go out there and win a Cy Young or be absolutely unhittable. He's good enough to pitch in the big leagues, I think, but he's just blown the chance. Not just, and people say, "Dude, he was not charged." Yes, I agree with that. He was not charged. I'm not talking about that. If that was it, I would be defending Trevor Bauer day and night. If that was it, if there was an accusation and he never got charged and that was it, I would be defending him day and night. That's not it. He's got a laundry list. I'm not going to go through it. I've already made videos. There's a ton of things he's done and continues to do that concern GMs and that concern front offices. They don't think he's just going to come and quietly pitch in the rotation and help out the team. They think he's going to be a distraction, be loud, talk a lot about everything, vlog everything, get into shouting matches, to try to create drama, try to create whatever he's trying to create, whatever he's trying to do. Teams don't want any part of it. And they don't like his attitude, and they don't like the things that he's doing to this day. But that's what I think. Some of you may agree, some of you may not. But I think he just needs to, if he would have just settled down, and even back after that suspension, gone to Japan, gone to Mexico, and just quietly pitched, I think a team might have gave him a shot. But he has not done that. That's not who he is, though. It's not who he is. I understand that. Got to be who you are, and he's definitely going to do that, but he's also never going to pitch in the big leagues again, and certainly not with the Atlanta Braves. But Chipper said one more thing that does not have to do with Bauer that I wanted to throw out there because it was one of my favorite tweets I've ever seen, and I retweeted it here. And he said, I want to ask all Hall of Fame voters one question. If Andruw Jones plays for the New York Yankees for 15 years, and he gets 10 gold gloves, which he got, 400 plus home runs, which he got, 1,300 RBIs, which he got, is he a Hall of Famer? Let me answer for you. First ballot. Time to have a conversation about Hall of Famers chiming in. 75 living members can make sure it's right. 100%. 100% Andruw Jones is right now my number one, unless you count Curt Schilling. Andruw Jones is my number one snub. Curt Schilling maybe number one, but Andruw Jones is right there. Those two guys both, but especially Andruw. At least I understand Curt Schilling. They don't like Curt Schilling. The media doesn't like Curt Schilling. Not right, but that's the situation. What Andruw Jones ever do to anybody? They don't like his .254 batting average and a .337 on base percentage. So he worked enough walks that he still got on base. He was a somewhat patient hitter. So look, man, Andruw Jones, I don't know what the problem is, but I love that Chipper Jones is throwing this out there. If Andruw was a career New York Yankee, he did play for the Yankees, but if he played his whole career with the Yankees, he'd be in. He'd be in. I agree with Chipper here. You guys have a great day. Let me know your thoughts, though, on Chipper Jones and throwing out some crazy tweets here and giving his opinion there on Bauer. Look, I think the truth is somewhere in the middle. I think Trevor Bauer would be a serviceable big league arm, but just teams are like, it's not worth it. You know, it's not worth it. They're not going to mess around with him because he's just a crazy guy and he's extremely outspoken and he's controversial and that's who he is. And it's just like one thing after another. So I know he's got his fans. I know his fans are always going to defend him. Hey, I would like to see him get a shot. I wish a team like the Rockies or someone would sign him. I want to see. I'm curious to see how he would do. But every year that passes that he's not in the big leagues is another year of, him having something to offer. And he's going to have only less and less as he gets older. And soon he's going to be 40 and it's going to be over. So that's what I think. But let me know what you guys think down below. We'll talk to you next time.